Welcome back to Sip and Talk. It's like spam calls know exactly when I'm about to enjoy my coffee.
Oh, tell me about it.
Seriously.
Huh?
Ring, ring, ring. But hey, speaking of things that are next level,
Yeah.
have you noticed AI is like everywhere now?
Right. It's like it just blew up out of nowhere.
It really is. 1 minute, it's suggesting I watch cat videos, and the next, it's like predicting the future of everything.
I know, right?
And it's not just hype either. Remember NVIDIA?
Uh-huh.
They were all over AI way before it was cool.
Yeah, they were ahead of the game.
Talk about being ahead of the curve.
Totally. And it reminds us to like watch what these tech giants are doing, you know?
For sure, for sure.
Speaking of insights, though, the World Knowledge Forum had this super interesting chat about AI
Oh, yeah.
that I think like you'd really be into.
Okay.
They had Leela Ibrahim from Google DeepMind
Wow.
and Kohei Ito, who's the president of Keio University,
Okay.
talking about how we can make sure AI benefits like everyone.
Oh, wow. Okay, now that's a panel I would love to listen in on. So what were some of the big takeaways? What really stood out to you from like their points of view?
Well, first of all, Leela's story about like why she even joined DeepMind is super interesting. She specifically wanted to work on something that would have a good impact, you know,
Oh, wow.
on the world.
I like that.
Which shows you that even at like the top levels of AI,
Yeah.
there's this awareness
Right.
that it's powerful
Mm-hmm.
and needs to be used for good.
Yeah, that is reassuring to hear.
Yeah.
It's not just about building cool tech for the sake of it,
No.
but like actually thinking about the human side of things.
Exactly.
What about Kohei Ito?
Oh, yeah. He's been working on quantum computing.
Yeah, that's like AI's superpowered cousin, right?
Right. And it's actually funny because
Mhm.
when he first started in that field, people were really skeptical.
Interesting.
They thought it was like too out there, too futuristic. Kind of like how some people view AI now.
Like AI is the new quantum computing.
It highlights this point that Leela made too.
Okay.
AI is not actually new.
Right.
It's been working like behind the scenes forever,
Yeah,
powering things like recommendations we get online or like our voice assistants.
it's true. It's true.
It's just now it's having what she called like a consumer awakening.
Oh, I like that.
It's stepping out from the shadows
Yeah,
and into the spotlight.
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So it's becoming more integrated into like every part of our lives.
Yeah. And that means the stakes are higher than ever.
Yeah.
It's not just one company or one country figuring this out.
Right.
It's going to take global cooperation on a huge scale
Yeah.
with everyone from, you know, academics to governments getting
Yeah.
involved.
That's wild.
Remember how we were talking about NVIDIA before?
Uh-huh.
Well, the Taiwan Ministry of Economic Affairs actually like really pushed for NVIDIA to set up a big research center there.
Oh, wow.
It shows how countries are like understanding how important AI is strategically.
Wow. So it's like a global AI race, kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
But instead of focusing on the competition,
Yeah.
let's talk about what AI can actually do.
Okay.
Because it's not just fancy gadgets and robots.
Yeah.
It's about pushing the limits of science.
Yes, definitely.
And DeepMind's AlphaFold project is like a perfect example.
Yeah. So you know how proteins are the building blocks of life?
Yeah.
Well, AlphaFold can actually like predict what those proteins look like in 3D.
Oh, wow.
And get this.
Yeah.
They've already mapped over 200 million of them.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So AI is basically making like a blueprint for life itself.
Pretty much.
That is mind-blowing.
I know, it's wild.
Okay, so while we're waiting for AI to figure out how to do my laundry,
Uh-huh. Right.
it's busy like unlocking the universe's secrets.
Exactly.
Okay, I can live with that.
Uh-huh.
But let's be real.
Yeah.
A lot of people are worried about AI too.
Uh-huh.
What about like the fears of jobs being replaced or skills becoming obsolete?
Yeah.
Did they talk about that at the forum?
They did. And Kohei Ito actually thinks that AI will like change education,
Okay.
not get rid of it.
Oh, okay.
He used this great comparison.
Yeah.
He said, AI is like playing a tennis video game
Okay.
before actually going out on the court.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
So instead of being intimidated by a new field,
Right.
AI can give you like a sneak peek,
Yeah, like a taste of it.
help you understand the basics,
Right.
and maybe even spark some interest.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
He also said that even in fields like law,
Okay.
where AI can analyze tons of legal stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you still need human experts to understand it all.
So you still need the lawyers.
Yeah, you still need the lawyers.
That is reassuring to hear.
Yeah.
For anyone who thinks their job's going to get taken over by a robot.
Exactly.
So that ties into what Leela said about her twin daughters,
Oh,
who
yeah.
learn in totally different ways.
Yeah.
Imagine having AI tutors
Oh, that'd be cool.
that can adapt to how each person learns best.
Yeah.
Make learning more personal and less frustrating.
Right, because who hasn't struggled in like a one-size-fits-all classroom?
Seriously, like every day in school.
Right.
That's a game changer.
It really is. And think about what it could do for teachers.
Oh, yeah.
If AI can handle things like grading,
That's the worst.
teachers can focus on being mentors and guides.
So instead of replacing teachers, AI could actually help them be even better.
Exactly.
That is a much more optimistic outlook.
Right.
I like that a lot.
It's not all doom and gloom.
Not all doom and gloom.
You know?
But before we get too carried away with all the good stuff, let's switch gears a little.
Okay.
And talk about some of the possible downsides of AI.
Yeah, we should.
You're right. It's important to acknowledge those too.
One big concern is like bias.
Oh, yeah.
In the algorithms. You know, like if the data used to train them is biased, the AI can just keep those biases going.
And then you get unfair outcomes.
Exactly. Unfair or discriminatory outcomes.
That's a huge issue.
It is.
And we can't just ignore it.
Definitely not.
It's not just about the tech itself.
Right.
It's about the people who create it and the data they use.
The data they feed it.
It's like any powerful tool can be used in good ways or bad ways.
Exactly.
Right. So we need to be super careful about how we develop AI and use it.
Make sure we're putting in safeguards to prevent bias and discrimination.
Right. Like checks and balances, kind of.
Right. And we have to keep asking ourselves, who is building this?
And why?
Yeah.
And for what purpose?
And who's going to benefit from this?
Yeah.
And who might be left out?
Those are like the tough questions.
They are tough questions.
But we have to ask them.
We have to. Yeah.
Because AI is not just some abstract idea anymore.
Right.
It's already affecting our lives.
It's true.
And it's only going to get more intense in the next few years.
So we got to have these conversations now.
To make sure that AI is used ethically, responsibly, and that it helps all of us.
All of humanity.
Yeah, not just some people.
Right. And speaking of helping, one thing that I'm really excited about with AI is its potential to help us tackle huge problems like climate change.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Leela actually talked about that at the forum.
Cool.
She's really into using AI to find solutions we couldn't have even thought of before.
Oh, wow.
Like new ways to make renewable energy or to capture carbon from the air.
That is amazing.
It's pretty cool.
That's the kind of stuff that makes me excited about AI, too.
Yeah.
It's not about replacing us.
Right.
It's about giving us tools to make a better future.
Exactly.
And it's not just about the scientists and engineers either.
Yeah.
We all have a role to play in figuring out how AI is used.
We all have to be involved.
That's a good point.
We need to stay informed.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Ask a lot of questions.
Yeah. And make sure the companies and governments developing it are transparent.
Yes. Transparency is key.
We can't just sit back and watch.
Right. We got to be active participants in this whole AI thing.
Exactly. We can't be passive.
Yeah, because it's a revolution.
It is a revolution.
So before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, let's just take a minute and think about what we've learned so far.
Yeah, good idea.
AI is changing the world around us crazy fast.
It's moving so quickly.
And it's time for us to get curious.
Ask questions.
Demand that AI is used ethically.
And for good.
All of us.
I completely agree.
And speaking of curiosity, I'm really interested to hear what you think about all of this.
Oh, yeah.
What are your biggest hopes?
Yeah. What are you excited about?
Yeah, and your concerns.
What are you worried about?
Yeah. What role do you want to play in shaping AI?
Yeah, let us know.
Hit us up on social media.
We want to hear from you.
Yeah. We'll be back in a jiffy to keep going with this awesome AI deep dive.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Sip and Talk. You know, thinking about AI's potential, it's really exciting to think about how it could change like creative fields too.
Oh, totally. Like music and art, even storytelling.
We're already seeing AI tools for all of that.
Yeah, it's wild. It's like AI is giving us all these new ways to express ourselves.
Yeah.
I've actually been messing around with some AI music software.
Oh, cool.
It's amazing what you can create. It's like having a virtual bandmate.
That's awesome.
Who's always down to jam.
That's so cool.
But it also makes you wonder,
What's that?
Where does the human element fit in? You know, is it a collaboration?
Right.
Or are we just telling the machine what to do?
That's a great question, and it really makes you rethink what it means to be creative.
It really does.
Yeah.
Speaking of pushing boundaries,
where
do you see this tech going in the next, 5 to 10 years?
Oh, man, that's the million-dollar question.
I know, right?
It's hard to predict exactly what AI will do.
Right.
But one thing's for sure.
What's that?
It's going to be even more a part of our lives.
Yeah.
We'll probably see huge advances in things like personalized medicine, smart cities, self-driving cars.
Personalized medicine.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Imagine like treatments made just for you.
Based on your genes?
Yeah, exactly. Like healthcare designed for your DNA.
Wow, that would be revolutionary.
And then think about smart cities.
Okay.
AI could manage traffic,
Oh, that'd be nice.
make energy use more efficient, improve safety.
So it's using data to make cities better, basically.
Yeah, better and more sustainable.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
But I can't help but think of those sci-fi movies
Oh, yeah.
where AI takes over.
I know.
Is that something to actually be worried about?
It's a question a lot of people have, and it's good to think about.
Yeah.
It's important to be aware of the risks. But AI is a tool at the end of the day.
Okay.
It's up to us how we use it.
So it's not about being scared of AI. It's about like setting boundaries,
Yes.
making sure it helps us,
Exactly. We need to be in control.
and not the other way around.
Exactly. We have to be proactive about how AI is developed.
Yeah,
Make sure it matches up with our values as a society.
that's a good point.
And that means having honest conversations
Yeah,
about the
think-
good and the bad.
About the pros and the cons.
Yeah, it's like we're in uncharted territory here.
It really is.
We have this crazy, powerful tool,
It's powerful.
but we're still figuring out how to use it responsibly.
We're learning as we go.
And that's why it's so important to have all kinds of people involved.
Oh, yeah.
Ethicists, philosophers, social scientists, everyday folks.
So many different perspectives.
To make sure AI development works for everybody.
All of humanity.
Exactly.
Going through all this AI stuff,
Yeah.
it really hit me that AI isn't just some far-off thing anymore.
No, it's here right now.
It's happening. It's affecting us, like, probably in ways we don't even realize.
Totally. Like we were saying before about AI working in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now it's front and center.
It's in the spotlight for sure.
And it's moving so fast.
It really is.
What was like groundbreaking a few months ago is already old news.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up.
It's a constant evolution. It can feel kind of overwhelming.
Definitely. And that's exactly why we wanted to do this deep dive. We started with NVIDIA, remember?
They were early believers in AI.
And now they're leading the pack.
They really are.
And then we got into the World Knowledge Forum.
All those insights.
They were really stressing the global teamwork thing.
Yeah, collaboration is key.
And all the ethical stuff.
Yeah, we can't forget about that.
Like Leela Ibrahim's story.
Oh, yeah.
She went to Google DeepMind because she wanted to work on something good for the world.
Yeah, something with a positive impact.
It's awesome to see people at the top thinking that way.
Not just about the tech itself, but the bigger picture.
Because at the end of the day, AI is a tool.
That's all it is.
And like any tool can be used for good or bad.
Exactly.
So it's on us.
Yeah, we have to shape its future.
Make sure it fits with what we believe in as a society.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
we want to leave you with this.
Okay, I'm listening.
Don't be scared of AI.
Okay.
Embrace it. Get curious. Learn about it.
I like that.
The more we get it, the better we can steer it, you know?
That's a great point. And remember, this isn't the end of the talk.
No, this is just the beginning.
We want to hear from you, your thoughts, questions, hopes, fears about AI.
Hit us up on social media.
Let's keep talking about this stuff.
Thanks for joining us on this AI deep dive.
We'll catch you next time.
Keep sipping, keep talking, keep exploring.
Cheers. I just want to give another shout out to Micky from Mickytolife. His channel is a treasure trove of inspiration, and he's a huge Sip&Talk fan.
Absolutely. Make sure to check him out and maybe even share your awesome podcast intro with him once you've created it.